my friend pen, quite simple prose.
You look like you're the example of a good health here. I mean, you look marvelous.
Thanks.
You look like like I mentioned, you know, an Olympian. The way you
well,
I mean,
I do think that it's important that the physicians set an example.
sure.
And I think that most of the studies that we have on how to manage conditions such as diabetes, such as hypertension, I think that's a lifestyle change.
Right.
And I'm hopeful, again, out of this crisis, that more and more Americans will deal with the lifestyle issues and will get more involved in prevention.
Well, the argument among the providers now is that they are going through a lot of anxiety and stress, because if we turn things around and start talking about prevention and not treating and practicing the way we have been doing, a lot of us will be out of a job. What do you think about that?
Well, that's the natural evolution, I really believe, of business in the United States. I think that, again, as you and I were talking a little bit, whether you're talking about computer industry in this valley, the banking industry, telecommunications, all these industries have evolved. And they've evolved to the point where essentially all of us as Americans have an improved lifestyle. And I think the same thing is true. I think there are other areas that talents will go to improving lifestyle, to improving people's lives, as we change what we do as our primary business.
Right.
I think if we put less resources into having to treat disease and more to prevent disease, we're going to be able as a nation to be able to enjoy life.
I cannot agree with you more, Dr. Pearl. I really am glad that you mentioned that up here, right here, because interestingly enough, Japan only spends 6% of the GDP for healthcare, and its major emphasis on prevention, and it has enough money to cover the whole Japanese population. Whereas we here have been stressing curing and treating and technology and all that. We spend 14%, and 39 million Americans are out of a loop. So I'm very pleased that you mentioned that, because in a leadership position like you are holding right now, it's crucial that you mentioned that.